What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the latest episode of Unplanned and Unashamed with Ray Money and Isaiah Pennell. And we are back with a brand new episode of Unplanned and Unashamed.
That's right, we back, I guess.
You're back with your Starbucks coffee. What kind of drink is that?
No, this is just the cup. I made the drink at home.
I thought you was drinking one of those like Starbucks like fruity drinks. You know how they have like the strawberry stuff and
oh yeah, with the fruit and stuff in it. It do look like that. No, I just got this reusable cup, so everything look like I'm I'm drinking.
So everybody thinks that you drinking Starbucks.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, is that some new drink they got now?
Mm-hmm. But no, it's just some drink I made in the house. I be mixing up lemonade and fiber, where it's like a Propel and stuff, and I mix it up to, help the gut digestion, the digestion.
I have a hydrogen water bottle that's supposed to help with like digestion and stuff.
What does that do?
So it's like a hydrogen. It's like a little water bottle about like that, and it has a hydrogen filter in it. And you pour your water into the bottle.
It just takes out the H out of the H2O.
Yeah. So it pumps like extra hydrogen into your water, and it's supposed to like make it.
Where does the hydrogen come from?
Give it more nutrients. There's like a little filter in the bottom, and I guess when you click that button, it just starts pumping hydrogen into the water.
So it can pull hydrogen out of the air? Where's it getting the hydrogen from?
That was my question. I was like, where it has to be getting the hydrogen from somewhere, but it's like pumping it into your drinking water, and it's supposed to make it like better for you, like that extra. It's supposed to give it like an extra boost.
So what does it do? Does it make it more bubbly or something?
No, it doesn't make it more bubbly. It does give it a more crisp taste.
Oh man, they give you a placebo bottle, man. They don't trick you. They sell you anything.
But like if you drink one of those hydrogen water bottles, it's equivalent to drinking like 10 regular bottles of water as far as like what your body absorbs and doesn't just pee out.
Isaiah, you're so easily fooled, man. Here go my new Starbucks hydrogen cup. When I suck in more air before I drink the drink, I get more hydrogen and oxygen. Oh my God. Where'd you buy the bottle from?
Amazon.
Boy, Amazon and be selling you stuff, don't they?
Listen, I'm the king of Amazon. I order so much. I ordered something off Amazon yesterday.
There's no way for you to prove this at home that you're getting more hydrogen in your water.
I don't know if it actually like helps, but I will say the water does taste a little bit better.
It tastes better. Because of the filter.
So it tastes better, but I don't know if it actually helps with like digestion, gut health. I don't know any of that.
Okay, so how much you pay for this bottle? This is okay. Come on, cough it up.
It was like $80.
$80?
Yeah, $80. That's why I was in silence for a while, because I was like, I don't want to admit it.
The bottle that I'm going to sell you is going to be a little bit more expensive, but you're going to get more oxygen in each of your drinks as well. You're not just going to get You're not just going to get 2 O's. You're going to get 4 O's. H4O. Yep. So before each sip of your drink out of this bottle, there's gonna be a little hole in the straw. Every time you gonna get a little bit more oxygen in your drink because there's gonna be a hole in the side of the straw. So you go inhale more oxygen, twice as much as what you would normally do when you drink. So when you be like, and you gotta stop and then take a breath. It's gonna be a hole in the straw, which is gonna make it harder for you to get the drink out the bottom, which is gonna make you take in more air. And for the low price of $200, it's gonna basically be this same cup, but with a hole in the straw.
So somebody had that water bottle down in South Carolina on a fishing trip that I went on, and I was like, I want one of those because the water does taste better, but like I don't know if it was worth the $80.
What made you want to get this bottle?
I guess because the water tasted a little bit better.
And where were you drinking water?
This was in South Carolina.
South Carolina, okay. And they had this bottle, and they was like, "Hey, the water tastes better in this bottle." What made you?
That's it.
I mean, what do you have the bottle with you?
Yeah, it's in the kitchen, so I'd have to run and grab it. But next episode, I will show you the little hydrogen bottle.
I'm gonna keep drinking my.
I think I got cheated on, but
I think so. I think a lot of stuff really don't work. They just be selling it to. They just pitch it. Yeah, it worked.
They just pitch it and they're like, "Oh yeah, it works." Like there's hundreds of people that benefit off of it, and then dummies like me and the other guy that has it falls for it and is like, "Oh yeah, I need one." And then they even make like full on like picture size of that water bottle that costs like $100.
But maybe look. See, we're getting there. Like I don't know. Like I'll give you an example. Like I got 3 tiki torches outside here to try to keep the mosquitoes away, but I still be getting bit. So I don't know. It ain't working.
Oh yeah, I know. Are you talking about the little Centronella tiki torches?
Yeah, to put the fluid in. I'm like, nah. I'm like, do it actually work? I'm still getting bit. So maybe I really don't know. I mean,
you're still sitting in your chair like.
What? I just got fire around me now. So now they get to bite me with a candlelight.
So now, not only are you burning up from the fire, but you're also getting bit by mosquitoes and having to.
It's like the tiki torches light the way for the mosquitoes to get there. It's like, oh, there goes somebody sitting outside like they roaming out in the dark, like, you don't see no, somebody with tiki torches around them, like fire lit. There goes somebody down there outside trying to have a good evening. I don't know if that's what they say, but it feels like that's what they do when they dive in on you.
It's like, let's follow the path of the tiki torches.
That's what it is. If I was a mosquito, I'd be looking around for somebody. Oh, because you couldn't probably see them at nighttime. I mean, it's dark out. And somebody who's out there grilling. Wherever the smoke coming from, that's where I'm finna start biting. And then usually when you cut the grill on, flies show up.
Yup.
Them motherfuckers don't never be around until you light the grill. Soon as you hit that first charcoal, flies come out of nowhere.
And then it gets worse when you start throwing the hamburgers and hot dogs on there.
What? No. Yeah, you ain't been around here. I don't know. I don't got it.
They follow the path of the tiki torches like the contestants in Survivor when they go to a tribal council.
What? That's what it be. That's exactly what it is.
They just need to start playing the theme song from Survivor.
Nah, I don't mess with the fly. I got multiple bug zappers in my house, so we don't got no flies.
We have some bug zappers around our house, but it helps a little bit, but not much. Like I still, when I go outside, I get bit by mosquitoes.
So now I know that I put mine inside the house. You know, if you outside, that's your environment, cool. But if you get inside, that's your ass.
Speaking of mosquitoes, do you remember that little jingle? There's a skater on my Peter, whack it off, or something like that.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Where do you get this stuff from?
I think there's a little jingle like that.
Ain't no jingle like that. You making this up out there. Who's got
I bet Moose would know what I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure there is a jingle that goes something like that. There's a skater on my Peter, whack it off.
I heard that when I was like 8 years old, Isaiah.
And you heard
This is some Southern white shit if I've ever heard it in my life. For real,
Yep.
like that is not your demo, Ray. You should not have ever heard that.
I think I have been tarnished by the white community.
You now and listen, you deserve everything now.
There's a skater on my Peter.
Whack it off.
Yeah, and wait, the fact that Moose heard this at 8 is amazing parenting, by the way.
I mean, here it is. Like there's y'all. I mean, I think I might have gotten smacked for saying that too. You know, like somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff you pick up as a kid.
Man.
And then you get smacked for it at the house, you know? And you know, when you're that young, you don't know what the double entendre is on that. You're just out there singing it.
I know Moose had heard of that jingle.
Yeah, probably.
I was like a little kid the first time
I mean, that is definitely something that has came across, you know, my universe when I was a child. But damn, I hadn't heard it in 30 years, probably.
Yeah.
Golly.
Man, Moose is
we're bringing the jingle back.
We're not bringing that back, Isaiah. There's a few things that we should bring back. That is not one of those things. This is not making anything great again. We're not bringing the Skeeter Peter song back into the forefront of this reality. We're good.
The Skeeter Peter song needs to be brought back into the zeitgeist. That's what
It needs to be removed completely from vernacular.
I've heard that before. The zeitgeist. What is the zeitgeist? I've heard someone say that before as well.
Hold
There's
on.
a new hey Moose with facts. Zeitgeist.
I think it's kind of like when something's at like the forefront of like pop culture and stuff.
Okay. I mean, you said it, Isaiah.
I'm pretty sure. I know I used it correctly.
The zeitgeist.
Yeah, you did. I can't share my screen for some reason, but I'll share it with you. It refers to the dominant ideas, beliefs, cultural attitudes that define a specific period in history. And that history that you're talking about, Isaiah, is the late 80s probably, which you weren't even alive for. So I don't know how the hell you got that.
It's like passed down generation by generation.
I guess.
Oh yeah, I think that Skeeter Peter jingle is definitely like one of those songs that's passed down from generation.
Yeah.
But the first time you hear it, it's like you're like 8 or 9, because I think that's the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
Skeeter Peter.
Yeah.
We need to do a rap version of that song.
No, we don't.
Man. Who gonna rap this?
We both could rap it.
No, please don't.
This is like, that's like somebody like, okay, real quick. This is, I said, you come up with some weird stuff, like on a regular. Like, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever gotten? Like,
The weirdest thing that I've ever.
yeah, like the weirdest, maybe like advice, I guess. What's the weirdest advice?
The weirdest advice. Daggone, that's a hard one because there's too many to think.
Don't stick your Peter out so a skeeter will bite it.
Yeah, that's probably the weird.
Yeah.
Is that a cautionary tale? Is that like a cautionary like rhyme?
You know what? That's actually
For
pretty
kids
good
not
advice,
to stick
though.
their dick out?
That may be actually pretty good advice.
Yeah, don't stick your dick out in public. Is that what it is? Is that what that song's about? Well, sing the whole thing now. Can you sing it?
Let's see. I think it's just repeating that over. There's a skeeter on my Peter. Like I think it's just repeating it. But yeah,
Okay,
I
this is what Google's for. I'm gonna pull it up. I just want to see if it's in the is it a skeeter on your Peter.
Yeah, skeeter on your Peter.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, evidently it's a song.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's on like YouTube and everything?
Yeah, dude, it's right there. There's like there's a bunch of different Skeeter on your Peter songs. I don't know if you can hear it. If I play it, can you hear it? I don't know if I can or not on this. Hold on. What's this one?
I can hear it.
Well, I was sitting by the creek on a sunny day, fishing pole in my hand, I was going my way.
Welcome to White America.
A little sting and I jump with the current. There's a skeeter on my Peter, better whack it off.
Lord have mercy. They stole that. They stole that, y'all.
Like this version.
They stole that. They stole it from that. 100%.
Yeah. That's crazy.
They took some weird, like, Southern saying, and then they turned it into a catchy little jingle. Skeeter on my Peter. And I think AI, let's see. Yeah, AI wrote that song. That's what happened. That's an AI written song.
That's not a bad song.
No, it's not. But I mean, definitely AI wrote it. I mean, it says AI Chameleon, March 12th, 2025 wrote it. So, I mean, they're taking, which is even weirder that they can, produce bangers basically on a finger. So,
Right.
Hey, you know that. So, what do you guys think? What do y'all think about with AI coming out with this? Like, that's interesting because now they drop music based on from AI. That's
yeah, I mean, that's what Skeeter on my Peter just was. Like, that was 100% created by AI. It's rapidly learning as we are living and breathing. Like, it knows the internet up until a certain point. Like, it's continuing to learn. It's really freaking scary. But it's also like, while we are on this earth, like, we might as well lean into it because it makes my job a whole lot easier. There's just so many things AI does that, it just makes things easier,
correct.
And like, so what? Like, as humans, if we're going to get really deep and existential on the Unplanned Unashamed podcast, is that, like, as humans, like, we have always been one to use our tools and use them more effectively, and which in fact has increased evolution and made us smarter, right? So now we have to start using AI as a tool to make us smarter. Right. So I think that's what's happening. So, I think there's been a handful of things in human history that have really, like, advanced the human race. Right. And it was fire and the wheel and then the combustion engine and, all those things. And I think the next one is AI,
AI can take jobs. What job did fire take?
No. Fire didn't take any job. But I'm just saying that it has improved the human existence. Like, it doesn't care about your job. It cares about like what I'm talking about is like the ease of existence, right? And I know you have to have a job to make money and everything. But hey, listen, I think in 10 years nobody's gonna have a job. like all this is going to be like AI is going to take over it all. We're all going to have a universal basic income in 10 to 15 years. Everybody's going to get paid the same thing. It's going to be a true, like, I hate to say it like that, but like it's going to take so many jobs that like the government's going to have no other choice than to pay everybody before they start murdering each other for food. You know?
So
like
I guess the question is, if it takes so many, who's running the AI software and program?
No, it builds. It just continues to build. Like,
no, I'll give you an example. So ChatGPT is, I guess, what it's housed and managed by some company, correct?
Yeah. OpenAI.
That's the name of the company?
Mm-hmm.
So they would essentially have but
there's a bunch of different AI companies. There's Grok and there's, a couple of other ones out there that are, the same thing. So like the competition is there. I just think it's going to make everybody's job more efficient, or it's going to just have to change like the way that you work. Because efficiency is key to a lot of things, a lot of bottom lines to companies. And so like, if you know how to use AI and make things more efficient and you're the person doing that, you're going to have a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of like learning how to use it and use it right. And so like, that's what I do. That's what our company does, is try to, take those things and that AI provides, that thing that, for example, I'll just give you an example. I had to write a proposal for something that we do for our company to a local nonprofit here in town. And something that I would generally spend 2 to 3 hours on, I just give ChatGPT, the very robust edition, by the way. You have to spend good money for this. Like the free version doesn't do stuff like that, but you can spend $40 to $100 a month and really get it. I pump out like 5 or 6 different things that I want the proposal to say, what the mission is, and it just spits it out. I copy paste, put it in Pages and send. And it's grammatically perfect generally. It's very succinct. Like everything works great. Guess what? Saves me an hour and 45 minutes to do do something else, make more money, do something else. See what I'm saying? Like it's just the way that you use it to be able for it to benefit you. You just got to figure it out. Like, I just think that like just saying it's going to take jobs is kind of, I don't want to say it's obtuse, but it's like, you got to learn how to use it. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like human invention. It's like, hey, we got fire, we got a wheel, now we got AI, and now we can really like start to use it. See what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I think that's the it's whatever you're proposing to someone, the same proposal. I guess they're able to have those same capabilities. For example, like accounting or finance.
Have y'all ever looked at chat? Have y'all ever seen it like work?
Yeah,
like
I've done a lot of stuff in it. I mean, from grant proposals and stuff like you're saying there. Business plans. And then of course I tweak them and shit. I even did taxes in it, man.
Right.
Let me see. Like
and honestly, like you're as you're learning, right? And so like I'll back it up. So like as you're like, let's say just take the taxes for example, right? Yeah. Did you do your taxes and then automatically file them, or did you send them to somebody?
No. I've got a tax person, but
that's what I'm saying. So like you can prepare your taxes, but you still have to like. There's still going to be human touches. That's my point.
The thing is, I could have if I wanted to.
Right, you could have.
I'm just wasn't comfortable enough with it myself to with the validity of the information that I put in to make sure.
Right. Yeah. And honestly, like that's my point, is that like there's always going to have to be human touches on things, because I mean, I think there's going to be guardrails, and I think there's going to be people out there that realizes that like, oh, like this industry, is in jeopardy of like my job being, I don't know, absolved by it or absorbed by it. So those companies are going to have to be very proactive to be like, okay, if I'm going to keep humans here, which most companies probably would say it might be a coin flip for a lot of companies, but like for the better angels out there that like, I don't want to cut every single personnel job that I have because I want to save money. Like you might be you see what I'm saying? I think it's going to be, I don't think you and I, Ray, will see AI taking all of our jobs. But I think that in 10 to 15 years, there's going to be enough people out of work with AI that the government's going to have to step in and give people money.
You said that there would be points where there will need to be a human touch.
Yeah, at some point.
However, for example, if the person that I sent my taxes to in the event that they're also using the AI tool to perform the task that I've sent them to do, it's almost that they're not necessarily needed because they'll be utilizing AI in the same fashion that you're using it. So, for example, for me sending my tax information to the guy, and all right, cool, I've entered these details in. For them to, I don't know what he's doing specifically because I'm not.
He's also using AI, probably,
but he's probably also keying the same information in the exact same way that I keyed in to validate the information. So there's not necessarily as much brain power being utilized in that realm of capacity as a tax advisor, which perhaps was used before. Now the guy that I have is, was a former auditor, so he'll have more details and strategy that he can think to you mean cheat? Input.
You mean cheat?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, excuse me. That's not the right word. You got to use synonyms like what's a good way?
Circumvent the law.
No, to find tax breaks. They're called breaks, actually. To legitimate tax breaks and tax cuts. But that's the thing to find, like keying in the line by line, going through your. All right, cool. What? All right, I got a W-2. Cool. Where do I enter this in on my taxes? And what information do I enter in? It'll tell you what line based on your taxes where to put it in. Okay, cool. Based on this, and then you put in your situation based on your credentials. If you have, certain amount of dependents or whatever it may be, and it'll compute based on and then put in based on 2024 tax year, whatever, and then compute based on this year's laws. Of course, like you said, somebody may need to review, but they probably not.
Right. So I think as humans right now, like we have this, I think we're in a very pivotal moment, right? To where we see that if we let AI get to a point to where we are not needed, guess what? That's our fault, right? It's our fault as humans. Now, I will say this and take it one step further. And this is for all of our listeners out there, if you think your job is going to be taken by AI and you don't do anything about it, it's going to be your own fault. You're going to have to learn how to take AI and integrate it now with what you're doing, make it work for you and make yourself more efficient, make yourself invaluable. That's the play. You make yourself invaluable to a company because you know how to use all these tools. And so that's it, man. And I think a lot of it has to do with people's uneasy, the uneasy feeling with it, it's new and it's scary, and I get that too. Trying to explain that to somebody over the age of 75, if they're not really with it, would probably just scare the world out of them. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that that's at our moment. We're starting, a lot of people that are our age are starting to be oh God, I don't want to go into fall back into AI. I don't want to, or not fall back, but lean into AI and really learn how to use it. I think it's, the X, Y, and Z. Well, who also probably felt like that? The people that owned horses when fucking, excuse my language, when the combustible engine came about. The horse farmers were like, no, heck no, that's going to be a passing fad. That engine, nobody's going to use that. See what I'm saying? So I think that I think it's the same thing, but I think we're looking through it.
No, I don't think they probably thought it was a passive fad, but Oh, this ain't nothing that's gonna pass. It's gonna be here for a while, unless. For
Oh,
some
I know.
reason-
And that's another thing we do as human. We learn. Like we've seen this happen before, and so I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it.
How many people ride horses now? Though, like on the regular?
Zero. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like, there's a whole lot
Probably
of
like
other people that
5
happen since-
people
Yeah, you know.
that ride it just for a hobby.
Yeah, that's,
They just go down to the riding rink like once a week. Like, let me hop on my Palomino for 20
Right.
minutes.
So, and there's also a whole lot less horses too, right? So, like, and so that's what I'm saying is that like other things like happen. Like, if your job like is absolved by AI, maybe maybe there's some other things that you can do, or you're gonna have to find something else, right?
I guess.
But I will say, like, if it is unguarded, if AI is unguarded, it's going to go and go and go till it doesn't go anymore. And if it does eat all of our jobs, and we all are on government assistance because nobody has a job because of this, it's our own fault. It's our own fault. Like, we're in the F around and find out portion of humanity. That's what we're doing.
We're effing around and finding out.
We're about to find out. About to find out.
But all right? Now, if you don't have a job, then what do you do?
You're going to collect the check. You're going to collect the check.
You become a comedian.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
you
the
do.
government dole is just going to be. We're still going to have all the money. All the money's going to be here. And we're still going to be productive. That the government is going to have to, guess what? Tax the rich. They're going to finally have to tax the rich to pay for all this stuff. And they're going to get pissed, but that's just part of it. They're going to have to say, hey, you make $1 quadrillion a year. We're going to take a half of it. And we're going to pay all these people because you used AI to take all their jobs. And now, because now we have, 50% not homelessness, but 50% unemployed or something crazy like that, which I don't necessarily not see that happening. Because as AI is growing right now, nobody's stopping it.
You think that all these rich people will allow the government to take all their money?
We used to. The highest tax rate used to be over 50% back in the 40s, that's just the way it was. It was like 50 something percent. Like, the highest tax rate was. Let's find out what it is. Let's see. What was the highest ever tax rate? AI helping us? Yeah, in the 40s. Like, it was, let's see. I should refine my search. But yeah, I mean, it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot.
Huh. Yeah, I think they're a little more gangster now, though.
Yeah, probably. Well, they run it. But here,
you gonna take what?
right?
You gonna
Well,
do what? Take my money?
yeah. But here it is, y'all. Like, I always ask this question. If the worst comes to worst, and the AI does, take everybody's job, and nobody's got a job, like, it will be Mad Max. Like, it will be dystopian type stuff. Like, we've seen movies of it. Like, we see how it works. We've seen this story play out. Right. So it's like, now it's quality of life. Yeah. Okay. Like, let's say like 5% of all humans have all the money, and all of us are, like, sitting here, recording podcasts or whatever. Like, I think that they're going to have to pay, because the crime rate will skyrocket. Nobody's going to have food. You want that to happen? No. You want harmony. Harmony creates it all.
Yeah, I don't know that people. They're not gonna do that. They're getting gangster.
All right, here we go. We did that. Here we go. In 1940, the tax rate was 66% on all income over 200,000. Like, that being said, that's probably the people that make $100 to $200 million a year or something like that.
Okay, what
I'm
is
saying?
it now?
So yeah, but that's the thing. Like, our math is really bad as a country.
What is it?
I don't
now?
want to get into like a political conversation, but like, there are companies and people out there that have ungodly amounts of money that can save a whole lot of that could alleviate a whole lot of problems. So then it begs the question, like, how much is too much? So if all these people have like gazillions of dollars, like, you don't think a half a gazillion dollars will suffice? Like, so that half a gazillion dollars or whatever could solve so many problems in our country and worldwide. But we have a bunch of greedy people at the top that's causing this. This is your socialist podcast producer speaking.
Let me tell you something, Moose, man. They change it, man. At the top, look, you can see even Mr. Beast, he done changed up his look.
Wait, Mr.
Yeah, dude,
Beast
that's what happens. Money changes people. That's facts.
Well,
money changes people.
Mr. Beast look like Macklemore now. He like a rapper.
Yeah, but hey, but I know here's the thing. If you're gonna, it's just gonna take a consciousness shift. And honestly, what could cause that consciousness shift is 50% unemployment. You know, so if they see that, you know, half of America is basically destitute, which all three of us we'll be in that 50%. Like, there's no doubt about it.
In what?
In that 50% where AI takes, like, we're in the bottom 50% of all income earners probably in America. See what I'm saying? So it's like, we will be in that group. And so I think
don't put me in that. Don't speak that over me.
Hey, I'm speaking that shit into existence, bro. I know that.
Don't speak that in existence.
I am. I'm fine to say that. I'm fine to say that.
No, you're not. I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody thinks they're gonna be rich. Nobody's gonna be rich, bro. We're not gonna be rich. Until all these old people die, we're not gonna be rich.
I'm going to be
not going to be rich.
Ray is
I'm going to be
Ray is going to be like Donnell Rollins in that Chappelle Show sketch.
God Almighty, I hope so. From your lips to God's ears, Isaiah. I hope that happens. I hope you both are on damn Def Comedy Jam in fucking 30 minutes. You know, I would love for that to happen. I am a realist.
I'm a realist. See, that's the thing. I tell people, I tell this to whatever you believe that is real. To whatever each person believes is real to them. And this is that, like, I have to tell people, it only takes me a matter of time. This is a pure example. My wife, she's like, I don't know if, until I could hit over like 200 million views on Facebook, it was like, oh. And then I'm like, all right, well, she's like, oh, well, that's Facebook. Now, like, I moved to YouTube. It's like 3.5 million views. Like this, I have to tell people, like, this, if you believe that it's not going to happen, it is definitely not going to happen. Because not just because you don't believe, it's because your belief is going to make you do the work to be able to make it happen. Because most people, they don't do stuff, like, they don't have dreams and stuff that they want to do and believe, but they don't have the hustle because they don't really believe. They don't truly believe that it's actually going to work, so they don't do the work. Right. So they're just, yeah.
I'll say this. I think we are the people we're in the minority of people that do the work and haven't seen results yet. You know,
I'm an anomaly.
I think we all are. I think that there's more of us out there and we're the ones that are, unfortunately, like, might catch the bad end of this, is the people that work really, really hard to try to get somewhere, and then it just doesn't happen for one circumstance or another. And so, like, and that's what, and I'm serious, heart attack, bro. Like, I like, we all work hard. Like, we all bust it to try to get to where we're trying to go. And there's a trillion of us out there. I'm just hoping that when this all shakes out at some point in time, that we're not caught in the fray. You know, either we're dust in the ground, or that somebody that's richer and smarter than us, like, spares us. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
No, man. Look, it ain't no way, man. Ain't no way.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope
you
I'm
are wrong. I'm gonna make sure you're wrong. Come on, AM.
Ray is gonna make sure you're wrong.
Okay, I just hope maybe the aliens will smite us before then. They just laser us off the planet.
There ain't no way we're gonna work all these years and be broke.
Well, I mean, it's going great so far for us.
We back where we started. Hell no.
Oh, Isaiah, we should probably end this podcast. I appreciate you calling me on. I needed to vent.
Well, we went from Skeeters on Peters to full-blown AI conversations in this brand new episode of Unplanned and Unashamed.
Moose done stressed us out on the podcast. We all gonna be broke. If you
Forever.
listening, look, next time you gonna have to pay for it. You gonna have to pay.
Hey, none of y'all are paying anyway. We need some sponsors out there. Hey,
sure
y'all hit
do.
the subscribe button. That'd
Hit the
be great.
subscribe button, cause that's the only way we're not gonna be broke.
Yeah,
only way
hit the
AI's not
subscribe
gonna
button,
kill us all.
share it, leave a review, the whole 9 yards.
Save Moose's job. Peace out. Thanks for listening to the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast. If you like what you've heard, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and follow. And we'll see you on the next episode.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.